Well, greetings, it's Stuart here, and I'm sitting in my garden in a lovely Sunday afternoon in June, and I'm delighted that you've tuned in just to find out what's been going on around District 1200 during these last few weeks. I'm absolutely thrilled to tell you that we have another new club that's chartered, this time a Rotary Kids Club in Wells, and well done to Sharon and all the team down there for making that happen. I'm looking forward to going down and meeting all the young people in these next few weeks. A number of us have recently come back from our travels. We've been to Singapore for the International Rotary Convention. What a fantastic time we had there. You're going to see some pictures shortly of all the things that were going on, both in the convention itself and in the House of Friendship, and in the evenings when we were entertained by the local clubs there in Singapore. Well done to everyone at Rotary International that put on such a fantastic event. And if you've never been to an international convention, I can highly recommend it. Something that you probably won't experience more than a few times in your life. Thousands and thousands of Rotarians and Rotaractors from all around the world gathering together. It is truly an inspirational experience. So before I travelled to Singapore, a number of clubs have kindly invited myself and my wife to their president's evenings, their charter nights, and here's a couple of pictures from one or two of them that I've attended. It really is delightful for me to come and just share with you and your members and to celebrate together the achievements of this Rotary year. It's been a fabulous year as far as I'm concerned. I'm delighted that I'm allowed to stay on and do a second year. As I've been saying right the way throughout the year, I'm going to try and get it right in the second year. And hopefully we're going to see more new members. We're going to see growth in numbers in clubs. We're going to see new clubs, and all with the aim of service above self, which is wonderful, isn't it? So in Singapore, we were just blessed with so many great inspirational speakers, including, of course, our very own Gordon McInally, the international president, the guy from Edinburgh. He kind of inspired us once again. We heard from a number of other great speakers. These included Grayson Marchell, who spoke about humanitarian concerns, particularly the plight of women and why young girls have to miss out on school so often in favour of their brothers. We also heard from Mr. Toilet. What an inspirational talk that was. Just reminding us again that there's so many millions of people all around the world that don't have access to good, clean sanitation. We were entertained by the Red Hot Chili Peppers and also a young man called Callum Scott. He talked about his own challenges with mental health and how he's overcome those, and how he's now become such a great pop star. And very, very popular he was with the younger members that were in the audience. Delight to hear him perform. As well as the main stage, there are all sorts of things going on in the House of Friendship. Great to see so many projects from all around the world, including our very own wash rag. You'll be pleased to know that Michael Fernando was one of the guest speakers at one of the breakout rooms, and he is just doing such a phenomenal job. I'm going to get him to talk at one of our future district forums and let you know what's going on both in Ukraine and in other parts of the world with water supply and water sanitation. Terrific work. Thanks, Michael. So in the afternoons, we were invited to attend a number of breakout sessions. I was impressed with a session devoted to artificial intelligence and learned all about how we can use AI to help us with some of the mundane jobs that we do within our clubs. I'll be sharing some of that with you very soon. So I also went along to a breakout room all about how to start a corporate Rotary club, and this was instigated by some local Rotarians in the Gold Coast in Australia. They approached a number of business people that were working in a business centre, and it's just such a pleasure to hear how they've got all of these corporates involved with Rotary and doing such a great job. I'll be sharing some of that with you too as we move into 24-25. The actual venue was superb. Right next to the convention centre were these fantastic gardens, and I'm just going to show you a couple of images. We were privileged is the right word to experience just some magnificent architecture and delightful setting there in Singapore. And so back to reality, back to the UK. We're just about 3 weeks away from our own conference in Exeter, where we'll be joining together, as you know, with the 3 other districts in our cluster. I'm really pleased to say that the numbers now have grown in the last few weeks. We will have more than 400 people at the conference, and there are room for 1 or 2 more. If you feel like you want to come along, maybe just for the Saturday or just for the Sunday, please do let me know. We can get you booked in fairly quickly. If you want to stay for the whole weekend, then yes, there are some rooms available in the hotel and also locally, or you can bring your own camper van if you like and join with some of the other Rotarians from District 1200. It's going to be a fantastic weekend. It's also going to include the handover ceremony on the Sunday lunchtime. That will actually be the 30th of June, the last day of this Rotary year. So please, if you can possibly get there, Sandy Park, Exeter, we'd be delighted to see you. So that pretty much wraps up this message for the last month of the Rotary year. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different going into the 24-25 year, so watch this space and I'll tell you all about that. But meanwhile, thanks again for all that you're doing in your clubs, in your communities. We do appreciate it, and if you've got any questions, any concerns, anything we can help you with at District, please, as I keep saying, please do let me know. We'd be very, very pleased to hear from you. Okay, take care and God bless.